what it is, I'm going to try to summarize 13 years from since I signed the paperwork to join the Army to now in 5 minutes. All right, here we go. So, what it is, y'all boys know who it is, Metaverse President Dr. Kemp 007, and I'm talking about my military experience, right? So, why did I really even join the Army at 17? Primarily, I have to give that to my mom's Jamaican boyfriend. He wasn't fond of me, and I wasn't too fond of him. He made the situation pretty seamless. What did it feel like? It felt fairly scary, but I was ready, you know? How scared I was, I would say, like, I was pretty scared. Like, I felt like it was a possibility to even die, but it was like, you feel me? I'm in Broward County, Liberia at that. I'm like, I'm just ready to get up out of here at any cost, you know? So what I didn't like, I'm going to just break this down into like what I didn't like and what I liked and what I remember most about like essentially the 4 phases. Boot camp, AIT, which is like the college-like training in the middle, my active duty time, and life as a veteran. So what boot camp? For boot camp, what I liked most, I ain't gonna say what I like. I didn't really like boot camp at all. I can't lie. It wasn't much about boot camp that I liked. I just remember it being like an adult summer camp. So the 3 things I remember most there was the gas chamber, mass punishment, and the 10-mile ruck. Every day in boot camp, you feel me? You're in boot camp, so you could look into somebody else talking about that. But mass punishment was definitely something that I just didn't like about it. I didn't like the idea like one person could be late coming down the stairs or something, so everybody gonna get in trouble, which kind of teach us when we got people falling behind, get together so we not getting in trouble for you, you know? And then the gas chamber, I joined 2013. I don't know exactly how the gas chamber is now, but I would assume it's not too different. I had a drill sergeant who had joined like 2003, so he joined right at the raid. Back then, they was going straight to Iraq. He joined. He was a little cuckoo, you know. So he was in there. We take off our masks. We feel the heat all on your neck. You just tingling because they got like a tablet. They burning in there, and you feel it tingling all on your neck. He take his mask off, and he just in there, you know, feeling that. And I just remember coughing and choking and snotting up a lot. And I remember the 10-mile ruck. We had like, 50, 60 pounds on your backpack. And you, or maybe we only had 35. I don't remember. 50. Probably was 50 though. We walked for 10 miles, man, with the weight on your back. And that's it. Ain't nothing much to it besides that. So a lot of people fell out from that, but the majority of people didn't, because it's one of them things where it's like everybody to your left and your right feel the same suck that you feeling. So you just fight through it, you know? When I went to AIT, AIT is a more college-like experience. I remember going to AIT, and the 3 things I remember about AIT, this is my military experience. Remember now, I am born in South Florida. My mom and dad are from Bahamas. I don't know America like everybody else know America, and I am joining as a young person who is just like learning the world. So I would say AIT is where I was first introduced to racism. It was a college-like environment, and it was in Sierra Vista, Arizona, you know? I would, as far as the racism thing go, it's like, I'm just understanding how other people, some of these people, just like how I'm coming from not being around them, they're coming from not being around me too. So it's like, but I just hear some of the like comments and like the jokes and like just the things that they think. It just helped introduce me to like, oh yeah, you're not like these people. Like everybody ain't like you, you know?
They not like us.
So that
like
was
us.
definitely changed. Not really changed me a lot then, because I'm as a 30-year-old man now living in Augusta, Georgia, I'm still learning. All right, we are still a lot more racist in America than we put off to be, you know? But I remember it was a college-like environment. So my AIT was like 6 to 8 months. So a lot of my AIT experience, I was in a classroom and trying to make sure I'm not falling asleep, so I'm not doing push-ups in the back of the classroom. I mean, that's I don't even remember the content as much as I remember just being so sleepy and bored in the class with the government contractors teaching us. Sierra Vista, Arizona. If anybody's ever been there, Fort Huachuca, it's like what 10, 12 miles north of Mexico. Like you could throw rocks into Mexico. It's right at the southern border of Arizona and Mexico. There's a lot of javelinas there, which are like little cute pig-looking animals that we weren't supposed to feed, but ironically, they would hang out by where the pizza delivery people dropped off pizzas. So, you know, everybody gave them little pieces of food and stuff. Yeah, but as far as my AIT goes, I mean, that's pretty much it. I remember liking to go to the gym, not the gym as in workout, but playing basketball and stuff, and just playing video games and making my way through and graduating. What I remember about active duty, the three parts that I remember most about active duty, once again, now my military difference may be different from yours. I was a computer guy that I really help create my military experience, because when they offered us the opportunity to choose your duty station in AIT, I'm one of those people, like, I took advantage of. But I remember going to you know, I'm in Hawaii. It's not like the Malaysia jungle school or any like super marine jungle school, but it was a very mild experience of staying in the woods and just learning how to navigate through the woods and stuff. That was a pretty fun time for me. And then, oh yeah, then I left Hawaii and went to Fort Gordon. Fort Gordon, also another strategic move by me, because after being around combat type jobs, I learned I don't want to be around nobody like that. I end up going to Fort Gordon, intel work, computer nerd stuff. You watch drones and support missions from all over the world and stuff in a computer room. And as a veteran life, three things out. Well, veteran life is pretty good too. I love getting benefits and like, well, it didn't start easy. I recommend getting a lawyer, but when you're active duty, report your injuries. Make sure if you get hurt and stuff, you're not trying to game the system. You're just not trying to get cheated, because it's a thin line between gaming the system and getting cheated, some people feel like, but you do not want to be on the side of getting cheated. You definitely don't want to get cheated. And it's a beautiful thing to know that a decision that I made at 17 years old, now my children were nowhere near in thought or in existence, but now they able to reap the benefits, and I have post-service benefits like college education, different housing allowances and stuff, and just help you figure life out, man. So my recommendation, if you are a young teen out there, you may be coming from an impoverished area, you got a family that's not necessarily going to suffice your life or like help you through certain things, definitely join the military. And maybe you could figure something out for yourself. It worked for me, maybe it could work for you.